Okay.
On the last test, or not the test, but the quiz, I failed it. And
Oh no!
And I was like, okay, if anything, I'll try and get it. And then I was able to get a 90. So I was happy with that.
That's good.
Right. The test seemed different to me. Oh.
Yeah, I think that's right.
But I guess we can start our preparation.
Yeah, sounds good.
Jesse, do you just want to start and then we can?
Yeah, we can start. So we're supposed to go over part 2, right?
Probably just do question 3 or 8.
Yeah. Question 3.
But we don't have to read the paragraph.
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay, for 3, it says design the study. What is the research question? I don't think I did that one. Hold on.
So for the research question,
Yeah.
What is the new procedure time different than before? Because he just wants to see if the procedure time is different now that he's implemented a new, a new system.
Yeah.
He wants to know if it's different.
Okay, I see. Then for B, it says state the null and alternative hypotheses. The null, I guess, is equal to 0.
That's right.
And then the alternative would be not equal to 0, right?
Yep.
Yeah. I was kind of a little bit confused by this because I thought that he was looking for faster times, and so I thought it was supposed to be.
Oh.
So when I looked at the sheet, I was like, oh, that's what they're at. So then I had to go back and change.
I think he probably does want a faster time, but he didn't state it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, the answer that you gave, Jesse, is the one that they have on the sheet. So.
Okay. Awesome.
All right, I'll do number 4.
Okay.
So, describe the data collection procedures. I just put 9 workers completed 100 products, and the time it took them was recorded. After the new procedure was implemented, the same 9 workers completed 100 more products, and the time was recorded. Is that about what you guys got?
Yeah.
I didn't print out the graph, but for question 5, I got that the standard deviation is 2.0596. The mean is -1.06, and the sample size is 9. And that's all I really said about it. And then I just put a picture of it.
I got the standard deviation as being not 2.05, whatever. I got it as being 2.596. That's what my graph shows anyway.
Oh, that's what my graph says too. Maybe I added
an extra 0 in there.
Yeah, I'll just erase it. Okay.
I was kind of surprised by that too, because on the answer key they wanted not only the graph for the differences, but they wanted it for the other 2 as well. So they're always going to want it.
On their answer key
for our project that we're supposed to do. I guess we can ask.
Wait.
Get that far.
What part were you talking about? I didn't really understand.
So for number 5, how we had to include a histogram.
Yeah.
For the difference.
Mm-hmm.
When you go to the answer key, they not only want the histogram for the difference, but they also wanted the histogram for the pre and post times as well. So 3
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I saw that, but it only asked for 1 graph, so I just did the 1.
That's what I did too. And I'm sure that's probably not going to be in our quiz. I'm just worried about later, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. I think he's probably.
All right, Jess, do you want to try number 6?
Let's see. Yeah, let's see. 6. A, what type of hypothesis test is appropriate? I think from the notes that I was just looking over, probably like the two-tailed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what
So that sounds right?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think like I had to look that one up too because I wasn't exactly sure what the wording was, but on the thing they said two-tailed paired sample t-test.
Okay.
So that was the full answer, but yeah, I think two-tailed is probably sufficient. I don't know.
So for B, what are the requirements for this test? I have that the data represent a simple random sample and the mean of the difference follows a normal distribution, or the sample is large.
Yeah, that's what I put too. When I watched the videos earlier though, and they said that there's a third. Oh no, it's before doing a confidence interval. That's what it was. That's what they were asking for, because they said that before doing a confidence interval, you had to do those two plus make sure that the sample data are matched pairs. But I guess it's kind of a given that we would do that. All right. Let's see. Compute the differences between the two times and determine if the requirements are met for this test. Explain your answer. So we're assuming it is a simple random sample, and according to the QQ plot, I don't know the QQ plot because I plugged it in to make a QQ plot, and it looked sort of normally distributed, but it was like weird, like it kind of looped up and down. My thought was that it may or may not be normally distributed, but if they had done a larger sample, we would be able to tell better. That was kind of what I put.
Yeah, I think that's fine. With the QQ plot, were you able to get the line that goes through? Because I could only get like a scatter plot.
They gave me two Q plots. They gave me one that was totally scattered, and then they gave me one that had a line on it.
Oh, okay. Huh. I'll have to check it out. It only gave me the one without the line. But
yeah.
I mean, it still like worked. I can still like pretend there's a line.
Right.
Okay.
Did you guys have to compute this on the SPSS?
Yes.
Because I was not. Yeah, okay. That's like, it's like, I don't know how to do this.
I'll do D. For
Okay.
D, I got T equals negative 1.22. Except on his thing, did he have plus and minus?
I had plus. I had positive, but it just depended on which way you did it. If you did post minus pre, then you ended up with a positive one. If you did pre minus post, you ended up with a negative one.
So it's not wrong.
Or the opposite, whatever it was. Yeah, no, it's not wrong.
Okay.
It just depended on which way you got the difference for your data.
Okay.
So Jesse, you could do E without
SPSS.
Without SPSS. You remember degrees of freedom?
Okay, I have no problem doing it. It's just, how do I do it? Is there like a formula to this, or?
It's just n minus 1. So you
N
take the
minus
sample size and subtract 1. That's it.
Oh, so it's 8.
That's right.
Okay. Awesome.
Okay. And then for the next one, the p-value that I got was 0.2572. Is that about what you got, Sarah?
Yeah. That's what I got. And then for G, I got that we failed to reject the null because the p-value is bigger than the a value.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the next one, I just put there is insufficient evidence to suggest that the new procedures implemented create a noticeable time difference.
Sounds good.
Does that sound about right?
Yeah. I just
So
kind of
that's what it
like
means.
the ones where we have to write it out because it's just like obvious and
I know, right? It's like, did we not just say this again and again and again? And they're like, okay, now take action. What are you going to do? Didn't we just tell you what to do?
yeah.
Right.
So for I
Hmm.
didn't really get what I was asking, but I looked at his thing and I was able to like get the same answer. So I got negative 3.05 and 0.94, and then create a 95% confidence interval. But like I didn't really, when I read the question, I didn't know that's what it was asking for.
Yeah.
Question
Yeah.
didn't.
You know what I found is interesting is that on these, you remember how we couldn't find our confidence before, we couldn't find our confidence intervals on that little T-score graph or the little T-score table that we had to do it somewhere else. We can now do that with these because the value is 0.
Oh,
And
okay.
so it will be the same as in the other table.
Okay.
So for these kinds of tests, we can find the confidence. At least that's what the video was saying, because he said, "Here, this is where you find it." And I'm like, "But you told us not to do that last time." And so I played around with it and figured out that was why,
Huh.
because it changes if the value changes. But since the null hypothesis is always 0, we can now find it in that spot.
Okay.
But I didn't calculate I cheated with the margin of error. I just found out how far away it was from the mean, and it's like 1.9952 or something like that. Because he says, calculate the margin of error, and I'm like, that's going to take me too long. I already have these other numbers here.
Did we have to calculate the margin of error?
It says, be sure to calculate the margin of error.
I didn't really get why I asked that though, because I just like used my little graph and.
I know. That's why, yeah. I mean, maybe it's just because they want us to make sure that we know how to do it.
Oh,
But,
I guess I should have done it. Whoops.
but it kind of seems silly to me when we're at this point where we're just looking at the table for our answers.
Yeah.
Okay, so what did you write for take action, Sarah?
I wrote that the new plan did not work, so they should come up with a new idea to test and keep doing that until they find a more efficient, time-saving way.
Mm-hmm.
Unless it like just keeps failing, then maybe their current one's the fastest.
That's true, yeah.
If they do it too many times, maybe they just should
Cut their losses and just stick with what they're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Jesse, do you have any questions on anything? I mean, is there anything that you don't understand? I know that you don't have SPSS, so you can't plug a lot of these things in, but do you kind of understand what they're asking us for?
I mean, yeah, I get pretty much the concept of it. I mean, I'm obviously gonna go back and like look over the notes and stuff because I did that for last week because I had to. I was not understanding the concept, and I did pretty well on one of on the first quiz, and on the one for the next one, I didn't do as well because of the SPSS thing. But I mean, I get the concept. It's just it's difficult not being able to do this.
Have you talked to them?
I know I've talked to the teacher, but and so he was leading me to talk to the technical support people, but I wasn't sure where I was supposed to locate them, and that's what Katie was going over with me right now. When you joined the meeting.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm gonna see if I can get a contact with them and see what happens.
Yeah, that would be good. It
Yeah.
would take a lot for you.
Yeah.
It's
I'm gonna get so much
hard without it. I have a question. If I'm calculating the margin of error, what is the z-score? Is it 1.96 or is it? Well, it says 9.
So for the margin of error, we take we don't have a z-score, we have a t-score. So it's at 1.22.
Oh, was that that's the one we got just a little bit ago. So it'd be like, because I'm trying to do that.
All right, so the interesting thing with the margin of error is that it's always so it's t times,
The standard deviation?
sorry, so it's t times the sample mean minus 0.
Oh,
Sorry, no, I'm thinking of something else.
because I have t
I'm thinking
times
of something else.
deviation divided by root n.
Yeah, no, you're right. It's t times the standard deviation over the square root of n. That's right.
What
I was thinking of when you're figuring out t manually, it's the sample mean minus 0 over the standard deviation divided by the sample mean.
Oh, okay.
I mean, this is divided by the sample size, the square root of the sample size, which is because the population mean is always going to be 0 on these tests.
So for did you get, my computer just went weird. Did you get 1.0557? That's what I just thought.
I got 1.9952.
Okay. I don't know.
But I didn't figure it out manually. I did it
Oh,
just by subtracting it from the mean.
Okay. I don't know if this is right or not. I just tried to figure it out. So.
What?
I was supposed to say something.
You may?
Okay. Well, I guess we can do our quiz.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I know.
All right, sounds good. So let's go to the quiz.
I guess with that one problem, I didn't know if we were supposed to do the margin of error because he didn't give us the answer in the
Answer key.
yeah. So I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think it matters that much because
No.
they give you the confidence intervals in the thing. So I think it's okay.
I mean, I still think I completed like the homework. That was just the one little part that I needed to
Oh
do.
yeah. No, I think you're fine.
Okay, so
Number 3, what is the value of the test?
oh, do we need to stop the broadcast?
Do I?
Because
Do I need
did-
to stop it?
did the teacher say to stop the broadcast when we do our quiz?
Yeah, he did.
Okay, let me stop it. Sorry.
Are you
No,
okay?
you're good.